just get nervous about.
Oh, I don't blame you at all. I do too.
He's just such a delicate flower. Like,
You
honestly,
bet.
he's been the greatest teacher because he has every problem.
I study horses, beauty matched only by their strength. I try and capture a little of that as I move on without your face.
A lot of times we don't like to go get horses ourselves because sometimes there's issues with them getting caught or what they're used to or their turnout schedule. So it's nice to have the owner get them because they know all their little idiosyncrasies. But we're gonna go attempt to catch this horse here because the owner is unavailable. It might be a circus. But there was a second where Lauren knew that she had him, so she just went in because she could feel the energy changed. And it was like, it was a moment. And the funny part about horses was that in that moment he decided that he could allow himself to be caught, but if she'd have waited another second, he would have been like, wait, you didn't catch me, so I'm out of here. And that's how it is. You know, she felt the shift in his vibes and knew she had him, but it was only because he decided to let himself be caught in that moment. He could have changed his mind at any second. Pretty funny. Here at Harris Farm, working on a horse named Harper, who's a hackney horse, which is apparently a breed, which I did not realize. Worked on a lot of hackney ponies, but never a hackney horse. And Harper is owned by Brenda Rone and comes with a variety of past injuries, problems.
He gets treated twice a year. He has some arthritis in his fetlock. That was discovered. We had a really bad year in 2017. He had a mild founder. We had already diagnosed that he was metabolic the previous year, and we had adjusted his diet, but it really just wasn't enough. And Dr. Latimer had suspected he had a cold ground, probably triggered founder. So I've been rehabbing him for several months, and then we did some pro stride on some joints, and he wasn't responding in that fetlock, and he ultrasounded it and found an avulsion in the cartilage. So since then, about twice a year, we were treating it with pro stride, and he kind of stopped responding to that. So now we've switched to Ultrax.
So when I got to take a look at him, he had kind of classic mismatched feet, long toes. You know, he didn't have low heels, but his toes were long, soles thin, you know, shoes a bit too small, front and hind. And he had been doing pretty well in dressage for a long time. And then his performance kind of went downhill, but due to a variety of injuries. So, but I think there's a lot of basic building blocks that we can work with and help him get comfortable again with our trim. Okay, well before we start, were you walking up and down the highway?
Sure. Okay, we'll see. You're welcome.
I did, yeah.
Well, we got kind of a multitude of past injuries, and current one is a right front superficial flexor tendon that he's recovering from currently. And then the arthritis was left front fetlock.
Correct.
Left front fetlock arthritis. In terms of the trim and what we do and how we evaluate, there's quite a few looks like improvements we can make to help the overall body function, so let's find out.
My eyelashes took like 4 or 5 months to grow back officially.
When did you burn them off?
Like December.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it was bad.
Harper actually came together really well. We put a little bit bigger shoe on all 4 feet. Got him moved toward our Noble Farriery signature trim proportions and ratios. So his HPA looked pretty good. Hoof pastern axis. And we'll work on building his vertical depth, especially at his toe on both fronts. And then getting him to relax behind a little bit with a little bit bigger shoe, bigger foot, something that's more in line with his front feet. So he's got such nice walls and strong walls and shape that I think there's a lot of good stuff there to work with. So it came together good today, and we'll see him again in 5 weeks. See how it goes. So our goal at Noble Farriery is to take the defensive and not resist it, but turn it into cooperation and understanding. And so by positioning our bodies in a way that helps the horses be more comfortable and relaxed, they start to not anticipate our visits with dread, and they start to not worry about it and be calm, relaxed, and all that is so much safer for us. It helps us get a better job done, safer for them, and it also builds toward the future. So one good experience, just like training, builds on another good experience, and eventually shoeing's no big deal for them at all. So Lauren kind of demonstrated some of the more obvious ways that we try to position our bodies to make it safer for ourselves by making it more comfortable for the horse. And same thing with me. Everything we're doing in our own body position is geared toward helping the horse be comfortable and not want to fight us. So we stop the fight before it even starts. And the fight, the struggle, is where everybody gets hurt. That when a horseshoer and a horse fight, horse always loses, the farrier always loses, and then we make a bad memory for next time. When we go to shoe them again, they remember that and they start off defensive. We take a lot of horses that are ill-behaved or ill-experienced or have had bad experiences, and slowly giving them good experience after good experience, not fighting them, working our body positions in a way that's more comfortable for them, and taking the time to figure that out, we turn bad horses into good horses and everybody wins. So our body positions are a huge part of our safety and our horsemanship and our ability to get a quality job done.
We met with a team of people whose job it is to package things and deliver things, literally deliver things as in freight, but also packages like for online sellability. They have the capacity to help obtain accreditations and to source out appropriate platforms to use for the selling of classes and clinics and workshops and curriculum. And they also have a big event arm. So they're going to be helping us package events. So all of that is what's happened this week. That's all transpired. Those are the conversations we're in. And we're really stoked. It's moving. It's all the hopes and dreams that we had when we said 5 years ago, let's do this, are starting to come to fruition. So it's pretty cool to have so much of our work be connected to people we know really well and that we love. It just feels like the family is getting bigger, and people all have the same values. That's what's happening behind the scenes.